Have you ever felt invisible when you entered a room? As if nobody heard you, not even when you spoke? It has nothing to do with appearance. It has nothing to do with your standing. It has to do with how you present yourself. Additionally, there is a single psychological trick that has the power to alter everything. This is not a theory. Rather, it is supported by years of behavioral psychology, practical experience, and social dynamics that are employed by top performers, entrepreneurs, and leaders worldwide. I'm going to give you a weapon, not just a tip. One move that suddenly changes the balance of power. I've spent years researching human behavior. I've educated people to influence others without speaking much, worked with leaders, and given executive presence consultations. And if I've learned anything, it's that people value strength over noise. The majority of individuals are unaware of how fast they are evaluated. People start putting you in a silent hierarchy as soon as you walk into a room. Are you a follower or a leader? Are you certain or unsure? People make decisions about whether to respect, ignore, or dominate you in less than 7 seconds. It becomes much more intriguing at this point. Your delivery is what people are evaluating, not the things you say. Your posture, your tone, your tempo, and, above all, your command of quiet. The power pause is the most underutilized yet effective communication technique. Let me clarify. Most individuals talk in a hurry. In an attempt to impress, they speak rapidly. They use filler words to break the silence. They make an effort to prove themselves. However, this accomplishes the opposite of their goals. It gives them a low status, anxious, and frantic appearance. But those in positions of power? They stop. Silence is a weapon to them. They allowed the silence to linger rather than hurry. The rhythm is under their control. They also generate tension during that moment, a subliminal psychological pressure that causes others to lean in, pay careful attention, and give them authority. This is nothing new. For ages, top negotiators, military generals, CEOs, and presidents have all employed it. Consider the most influential people in history: Barack Obama, Steve Jobs, and Martin Luther King Jr. They didn't talk quickly. They hesitated. The moment was under their control. Why does it function? Because people are psychologically predisposed to avoiding ambiguity. That uncertainty is created by a delay. It compels the brain to concentrate. Even before you speak, it gives your words more weight. This gives the impression that you are composed, self-assured, and in charge. That is the application of expertise. That is the difference between someone who is followed and someone who is disregarded. Let's put this into practice. Pause the next time you're speaking. You get a question from someone? Don't answer right away. Maintain eye contact. Remain calm. Just give it 2 seconds, then talk. Slowly, deliberately. See what occurs. People change. They focus more intently. They are more serious about you. This method is effective in meetings, negotiations, interviews, and even casual discussions. Why? Because quiet is uncommon in a noisy world. And uncommon things are valued. I have put this to the test in actual situations. I have witnessed introverts change how they present themselves. I've seen folks who learn to control their quiet go from being ignored to controlling rooms. The truth that most people won't tell you is that there is no respect. It's taken. People won't respect you if you don't demand it with your demeanor, tone, and actions. However, they will begin to perceive you differently as you become proficient in this pause. Your words will never be as powerful as your presence. You need more than simply advice to get that status and trust. You also need self-awareness, consistent behavior, and the determination to improve your appearance. That's how authority is developed. Here's what I want you to keep in mind. Don't talk too quickly. Avoid pursuing approval. Don't go into too much detail. Hold on, remain firm. Allow them to approach you. Power is generated in this way, and if you get the hang of it, people will follow you instead of just listening. You've already changed if you've come this far. You're a person who wants respect, control, and advancement. Try this today then. Only once. Make use of the pause. After that, return and let me know what you observed. This is only the start. Subscribe now for more psychological techniques supported by practical expertise. Psyche Bites is a movement rather than merely a channel. And if you're prepared to stand out from the crowd, start by becoming an expert in this one area. Because everything is at the control of those who control themselves.